Hey everyone, and welcome to KB. Today was Real Talk. I actually was supposed to go live this morning, but the weather kept me from going into the office. And to be honest with you, I can't do anything without my secretary. So we're gonna just be recording, and then we'll upload it, and you all will see it later this afternoon. I am working from home. I got three boys and a dog, so anything can happen at this point. But anyway, so today we're going to talk about credit and taxes. And actually, I'm going to just answer questions that people have been asking me. I guess people knew the weather was going to be bad, so a lot of questions came in last night through email. So if you have any questions that you need answered, you can inbox me on Facebook, or you can just go ahead and send me an email. That's kbtaxservices365@gmail, and I'll be glad to answer the questions for you. So we're going to go ahead and get started because, like I said, I'm working from home, and it's the dog under the table, actually. Okay, so I'm just going to look on my cell phone here. A couple questions came in last night, and I just want to get them answered for you. Okay, of course, the first one is a tax question because it is that time of year. And the question is, I think I'm going to leave people's names out just for privacy reasons, and I'll just answer the question. But they want to know, how much money do I get on earned income credit for two kids? Well, it actually depends because it's based on earned income credit. But the maximum amount for two children is $5,728. But that all depends on how much money you made, because if you're single, but with he said two kids, so you can make anywhere between $45,898 and $49,298. But depending on how much money you made determines how much earned income credit you're actually allowed. Okay. What is a dependent? My mother always said that she can claim my kids because we are her dependents. My child is her dependent. Well, a dependent is actually someone that you claim on your taxes. IRS has requirements for that person to be your dependent. First of all, it has to be a person that is related to you. It does not have to be blood related. It could be a cousin, niece, aunt, which is blood related, but it could be a stepchild, a step cousin. It could be a foster child, but it has to be some kind of family relationship that is there. They also have to be a United States citizen or Mexico or Canada. You had to provide more than half of their support, and they had to live in the home with you more than 6 months. So I would say 6 months in one day. Then that person could be dependent. You're dependent. Now, a lot of times we have, families that have more than one generation in the household. So let's say if the grandmother is the household, is her house, and the daughter and the granddaughter lives with the grandmother. Well, the daughter can claim her child and be the head of household for her child. But if grandma claims her, then she cannot claim her child. You only be a dependent. If you're dependent on someone else's taxes, then you cannot have a dependent on your taxes, if you understand what I'm saying. If you don't, just hit me up, kbtaxservices365@gmail. Another question is, my boyfriend said it's his turn to claim our daughter. Can he do that? Well, he has to meet the dependent requirement. So if that daughter did not live with him at least 6 months and one day, and he provided more than half of the support, then no, he can't claim her. And a lot of people ask that question, and a lot of my clients get upset because they're like, well, I pay child support. I've been paying all this money. Well, child support is what you're supposed to be. You don't get a tax credit for paying your child support. That's what you're supposed to be. A dependent is the person who lives in your household. So actually, the custodial parent is the one who claims the child as a dependent on their tax return. Now, I just want to throw this out because I like to keep it real, and today is Real Talk. Don't sell your kids' Social Security number. Don't let Uncle Festo, Auntie M claim your kids because they're going to kick you back some money. Because the truth is, they're not going to kick you back any money. They're going to tell you, oh, I didn't get all that money, or something happened, I didn't get the earned income credit. But more than that, it's unethical, it's fraud, and with the new administration in office, you just don't want to get caught up in anything like that. Yes, it's true. You're only going to get credit for 3 children, regardless if you have 4, 5, 6, or 7. But you still get the exemption for all those children. Now, don't give someone else your child's Social Security number, because what is going to happen is this year you're going to give it to Uncle Fester. Next year you're going to give it to Auntie Ann. Your child's Social Security number is exposed, which eventually is going to cause some kind of identity theft. They're going to have a cable bill or a telephone bill or a cell phone bill in that child's name. So you don't want that for your child, especially the child you say you love and you take care of. You don't want to set them up, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Second, if IRS catches on, because what happens is every year that child's name is on a different tax return, it becomes a red flag. And eventually IRS is going to say, hey, look, prove that this is your child, prove that you took care of this child. If you can't do it, then they're going to go back, take the earned income credit for the people who did claim it, who shouldn't have, and then they're going to disallow you, and you're not going to ever be able to apply for earned income credit, even though you have the other children. So just don't get caught up in that. It's not cool, and like I said, it's unethical, and it's a little bit of money. It really is just a little bit of money, and it's not worth the trouble. Can I claim my son who is locked up? Well, actually, you can claim him. If he was in your home more than 6 months and you took care of him, and then he gets locked up, let's say he got locked up around November or December, then yes, you can claim him. But for the other years, or however long he's going to be in prison, you cannot claim him. Federal government is getting him those 3 hots and a cot, so they're going to take care of that. You're not going to be able to claim him. But for the time he was in your home, then yes, you are able to claim him. Oh, credit question. Yippee. Why are you saying that 620 is no longer a great credit score? Well, I say that because it doesn't give you the buying power that you need. 620, yeah, you can probably get a mortgage, you can probably get a car, get a credit card, but the interest rate is going to be higher than our counterpart. Other people are getting mortgages at 1%, 2% because their credit scores are 740, 780, and up. So they get a better interest rate. So I just think that we can do the same thing. It's all about power, mind power. It's about mindset. We've been told so long that 620 is a great credit score. Aim for that 620, aim for that 620. But the truth is we need to aim for 740 and above, because we want the best interest rate. We want to play the game just like everybody else. So get that out your mind. 620 is whack. 740. Okay, remember 740. Okay. What's the difference between a Chapter 13 bankruptcy and a Chapter 7? Well, Chapter 7 it was called the Fresh Start. So that wipes out all of your debt. You get to start all over again. A Chapter 13 is a reorganization. You're going to reorganize your debts, and you're going to pay those debts off, but you're going to pay those debts off monthly. So that's the difference between the Chapter 13 and the Chapter 7. And that was a good question. Oh, another credit question here. Collection agency is calling me, say I owe AT&T. This is one thing is I want you all to pay close attention to. You do not have a contract with the collection agency. You have a contract with the original creditor. So you have a contract with AT&T to pay AT&T, not the collection agency, whoever it may be. So when they come after you, you have to, first of all, don't ignore. Verify that the debt is yours. So don't ever acknowledge it. Just tell them to verify that this debt is yours, that you owe AT&T, because you do owe AT&T probably, but you don't owe the collection agency. So you have to make sure that they're even legally able to collect this debt, because a lot of times, especially this time of year, because it's tax season, money's going to be running in. So a collection agents, they go out and they purchase thousands and thousands of dollars worth of debt, and they come after you in hopes to collect on you. A lot of that debt is dead. Statute of limitation has passed, and they're hoping that you will slip up and pay them because you have some extra money in your pocket. So the first thing to do is to validate that the debt is yours, and they have to send you something back, not a statement, not some bill showing that you owe money, but something bearing your signature. That's a validation. If they can't send you that, they cannot collect on you. But hit me up, KB Tax Services 365 at Gmail, and I can give you more information on that. And also, let's keep in mind that you have the right to dispute any and everything in your credit report. It is up to them to validate it, to investigate it, and either prove that it's yours or it's not yours. So don't let anyone intimidate you or say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Yes, there is a loophole. There's the Fair Credit Reporting Act and the Fair Credit Debt Collection Act, which allows us to get validation for anything that is being reported under our Social Security number. We got a few more seconds here. It's almost 10 minutes up, and it's just really exciting. Sorry I couldn't go live, but like I said, I can't do anything with my secretary, and The weather was bad. We just couldn't make it to the office today. So, next week we'll be live, and I hope you will send in more questions. The last question that I have, when does tax season open? Well, IRS hasn't really released that information yet, but I'm understanding that we'll probably be able to e-file beginning on January 23rd. So I hope to see you then. If you have any questions, like I said, email me, kbtaxservices365@gmail. Give us a call at the office, 804-324-4179, or hit me up in the inbox, and I would love to answer any questions that you have. And everyone have a great, safe day, and Happy New Year.